Right guys, welcome back to another episode. After the last video where we did the oil filter and oil change, which I'm going to put a link up for there, so if you haven't seen it, click on the button and feel free to check that one out. Next part now is to attack the air filter and the spark plugs, which there are 4 of, which I think I said in the last video is a bit strange because it's only a 2-cylinder engine. So the best thing to do now is just get in there and get on with it. So, before we get in there, I just want to show you one of these. These are brilliant. Because it's so bitty. Yeah, you can see them that small. How brilliant that is. Way smaller than a car one. Probably more expensive. Ironically. Camera up here. We can see over here we have the inlet ports, or the air intake one. Comes with a big box around here. So the battery living in here. I'm going with battery in here. Question is, how do we get to it? Win life, have no shame, there's no time, feel the pain, live the grind, I could change, in my mind, pick a lane, commit and climb, the only way to win it life. At this price point would be metal. But I guess the bright side is, if you drop it, plastic panel is going to be a little bit cheaper than a whole metal motorcycle tank. The fight will go on, it won't be me. Let's try it with a different camera to show you a bit of a close up of what's going on. Because this is no fun. What we found is, it's hiding in there, just in here. Got to try and get this out somehow. Now I've removed 2 of the connectors on here, so I've got to remember to put those back on. Might have to take that off. There's a fuel line at the top here, but I don't think that's impeding it. It just won't slide the whole way out. Just don't think there's anything at the front there. Must be like there's something else. Just stopping it somewhere, like another connector or something. Either way, not going to be beaten. Bear with me. There we go. We've got it out finally. Yeah. And what we can see, I think it was causing some nightmare. This little tank here is right deep in the middle. So what I reckon we do is put a bit of grease on that to make life a lot easier next time round. Show you the inside. If we can. So there's our wee air filter. Get it out. All we've really got to do is got to change, basically put it at a 45-degree angle. Whip it out, and then putting it back in. It's the same at the reverse. Again, 45-degree angle. Try and get past everything without pinching it too much. Make sure it's sitting nice and flat. And then we can pop the thing back in, put those tanks back in, bodywork back on. Job done! Right side is all 3 of these bolts. Hold this little metal panel on. Are all exactly the same, so you don't have to try and remember too hard about where they all went. Bad boys on, job done. There we go. So in the end, actually not that bad. Once you know how to do it. So doing it the first time might take a little bit longer. Second time, I bet you get a lot quicker. Right guys, to attack the first spark plug, we've got to take this little cover off. Just in case of popping it out. Just a couple of clips on the side, no biggie there. And then we've got our ignition coil here, which we've got to get out. And that's what that funky tool was all about. So that one there just slides over the front. hooks on somehow onto that. Like so you can feel it tug and then get it good. Oh, there we go. Satisfying pop as it comes out. And then we can get the spark plug out. There we have it, folks. Actually, I don't know why that shows up. It doesn't look that bad. And these don't fit. These do. Spark plug. So putting the new one in. Traditionally, what you would do in an engine where you can reach the plugs easily, you'd start by hand threading it. Now we don't have that luxury with this. I was about to stick my finger in there. So what we'll do is we'll put it into the tool, slide it down into the shaft, and then very gently you want to turn it in. I'll be quite gentle with this because the threads are really fine, so it is possible to cross thread them. What I'm going to try and do is there is a wee bolt just back here, which I'm going to try and take off to take this cover off so at least I can see what I'm doing. At which point someone's screaming going, "Don't do it!" If you take that off, your whole engine will fall out.
At 29 and I find myself wondering what did happen to the last 10. I ran away with my life, fast forward, never turn back again. It's kind of funny that the more we pass time, the more we need to set them rewind. And I was the year I had to leave you, but now I'm seeing.
Look at that one. Oh well, that's gonna. So you can see it's a little bit wet, which might indicate a bit of unburnt fuel or something, but the colour of the electrode's actually alright, so get that to zoom in. And maybe they need doing. And that's the new one. A bit of a difference in colour there. Looks like it's burning right from the electrode at least. BMW mechanics out there, or someone who's really in the know, is like to tell me that a torque setting for a spark plug, but nah. If you do know, let us know in the comments.
I'm just as surprised as you. Is this really happening? I can't be too.
Right, light was coming. Right guys, back on the bike again tonight. So things we've got to deal with are a rounded bolt. We're going to try and deal with that, see if we can get it out without causing even more damage. And that's my own silly fault because I didn't take off the engine guard to get the bolt, which meant I put it at a funny angle and blah 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 blah. But either way, we're going to try and get that off and then we're going to get replacement orders while we then finish off the other two spark plugs. Someone was having a laugh when they put that on. So what I think we'll do is we'll attach the bottom spark plug and then we'll come back to it. I think that's going to be the easiest thing to do for now. Managed to do it without cutting it or having do some dodgy mole grip action or anything like that, so you guys don't give up. And you think you want to throw the towel in. Sometimes, just sometimes, these things work. Now granted, it's my own fault. I should have just taken the bar off, kept access easy. Because I've not put that much force on it, so that's on to the next problem. We're trying to get a thin wall pocket. We can try that and I'll get that last one. And then hopefully we can start on the rear transmission. I've got to make a list of bolts that we need to replace, so we're going to need to replace this one. I think is we're going to take off the bolts anyway, because we're going to do a valve clearance check. If you look at that, that's really gnarly. Those three are okay, but that one's in a bad way. So there's got to be something about this side just gets more water than the other side. Maybe change some of these little ones. And then when we get down around the back, so we have to take all this off. We'll see if we can clean that lot up and go from there. So yeah, I think that's as far as we can get today. Right guys, we had a delivery today, which is awesome, of new box of spark plug sockets. We'll be honest, I've had these out very quickly just to check if they fit. So I know this is the one I need, and it is on there a 5/8. A bit weird, but it's not a metric size, but we will work with it. So let's see if this now gets the last spark plug out, or you down. Fingers crossed, this is the last spark plug. Yeah. So again, we can see with that one. It's got a bit of carving around the, around the thread really. The electrode looks fine. Not weird or anything, so or fuely, so that should be okay. I did a bit of reading up on whether I used to spray these with WD-40, but apparently you're not supposed to do that with anything on it. You're just supposed to put it in dry. It has something to do with increasing the pressure within that as it expands and contracts. So allegedly, I've never seen it happen, but if you put something like top grease on it, it could then expand during the heat and potentially actually cause you irreparable damage to your cylinder head. So I would say just go for it dry. Help, 10k. Couldn't afford the price I really want. I'll take that back. Let's check that one as well. Ooh. Thankfully, there's not too worried about that. Not the bolt snapping in the engine and me having a heart attack because I've got someone running out, tap it, weld it, do something to get the damn thing out. So that's okay. So far, so good. Still not broken it.